Guys, deluded. Now, obviously, we've played Brentford in a pre-season game. It's allegedly that we lost that 2-1, and we've had a convincing win, I believe 9-0 or so against Fleetwood Town. Now, the club's hardly shedded any information on it unless you're a player, coaching staff, or any of them things around the club. You did not see that game. You did not see any highlights. And things like this is actually what I get annoyed about with a lot of people who tweet or make vids or vlog about Arsenal, because in life, like you see with the news, is when information breaks, it now becomes a case of who breaks it first, not the accurate one. And you're seeing a lot of these Arsenal experts tweeting about the scoreline, the goal scorers. There's a lot of inconsistency. And again, I'm not one of them. So if I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up, but I'm not in the know like that. So yeah, we won 9-0 against Fleetwood. Allegedly, like I said, it's unclear who actually scored these goals, because I mean, if you go on the basis of the Instagram post, Eddie Nketiah and Jeff Renee Adelaide scored. You're seeing rumours Nelson scored, Mkhitaryan scored, Aubameyang got 4, Lacazette got 4, Perez chipped in. I don't know who scored people. Likewise, I don't know with the Brentford game. We're seeing a lot of rumours on Twitter how Leno fumbled a shot and things. Again, I can't verify these things, because unless the club come out with highlights or extended highlights, or someone leaks some information I can read and look at, I don't know in it. All I can speak about on these two games behind closed doors is that it's not we've done this before. Oh yeah, the under-18s also played against Barnet in a pre-season game, and they've now flew out to Germany on their pre-season thing. And I believe Bielik and a lot of players you wanted to see in the first team have gone with that. So that shows you they're not currently in Unai Emery's plans and might go out on loan. But back to this again, I can't speak about the game because I never saw it. But on the basis that all I can say is that yeah, it's nice to see a convincing win. Ultimately, every game brings us closer to match fitness. Every game brings us closer to understanding Unai Emery's tactics and understanding of the team. Hopefully, I'd like to assume the team that played against Wood was slightly changed against Fleetwood Town, and then was slightly changed against Brentford, so that everybody technically either got 90 minutes or just over or just under as we go into Sunday. Now, if anyone that doesn't know, Sunday our players are flying out to Singapore, and if you're Emil Smith, or say Tutu and Nketiah, Nelson, Joe Willock, etc., big chance you'll be going away with the boys, and it's a big thing, man. And I always tell you guys, these are humble footballers from humble beginnings. And if you're Maitland Niles, for example, you've been Singapore, you've been Australia, you've been China. The opportunities that football provides to just you as a human being is ridiculous. And I like to see people that they might have seen these countries in other careers, but football is allowing them to see the world and broaden their lens and see more than London or the training ground or whatever, and see how the fans around the world react to them in many different ways. But yeah, ultimately, it's just all we can say is fitness wise. We know we play PSG, and I believe it's been changed from Chelsea to Lazio now, in our pre-season games, and we've got Atletico. These are some big games, and ultimately you just want to see match fitness, and it is encouraging, because if you remember rightly, we heard that after the Bournemouth game as well, that the players went back for another training session. Ultimately, these double sessions and these heavy, intense sessions, they make us fitter, because you've seen that's where we've gone behind the likes of Spurs and Liverpool with our players pressing and being aggressive. But it also weeds out for Unai Emery who can play his sort of football and who can't, because again, Wilshere, I do believe Wilshere, there's a spot for him because of how he plays technically, but the high press and defensively, Wilshere lacks at them two things. So it might have been how he's, in the same way he saw Wilshere, he'll see a lot of these players that won't be able to play his football. But saying that, I do believe a lot of these players can actually play high pressing football, regardless of if they're necessarily fast or not, or if they've got a lack of agility or not. Granite Jacker. But yeah, there's nothing more to say. All I can say is, for the young players that did score, pre-season or not, you're putting yourself in the manager's eyes, and it's nice to see you getting some confidence. Ultimately, fitness-wise, that's the only benefit you can take from it, and it just fills the players with some sort of confidence going into Sunday and flying away. But I never saw the game, so I can't speak on it. I haven't seen a damn thing from the game. So yeah, so everybody talking about it is just chatting nonsense, quite simply, to be fair. But guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you for watching.